A pleasant day to each and everyone. So, the lesson for today is all about teaching by asking. So, at the end of this lesson, we will be able to formulate purposeful questions that encourage students to participate in classroom discussions. Now, before I start the discussion, I'd like to tackle this first. So, in a mathematics class, effective questioning is essential. Yung mga students ay andali nilang maboard if yung teacher is nagbibigay lang ng facts sa discussion niya. In a mathematics class yan ha. Ang isang effective teacher ay hindi lang yan nagbibigay ng definitions o mga theorems, but rather, an effective teacher asks meaningful questions na magtuturo nito sa mga learners sa tamang ideas. And also, nalalaman yan ng teacher kung sino yung nahihirapan and yung hindi through questioning. Yes, it is through questioning that a teacher gets to know the misunderstandings of his or her learners. If yung teacher is more knowledgeable about sa mga misunderstanding ng kanyang learners, then that teacher have the greatest understanding to his or her learners. Therefore, kailangan pa rin ng teacher na magbigay ng mga questions sa kanyang mga learners to keep the discussion ng tuloy-tuloy. Now, in this lesson, the challenge here is to think of a questions na maitatanong mo sa mga learners that would get them engaged in the classroom discussion. Now, moving on to discussion versus lecture. So, sa strategy naman ng discussion-based, ang role ng isang teacher is to engage the learners in a question-oriented dialogue. Meaning, ay throughout the lesson, dapat magbigay ng questions during discussion. So yung nga, 'di ba pag sa math class natin ay hindi nag-move ng topic o hindi nag-proceed sa ibang topic, teachers are spending a significant amount of time to ask scaffolding questions para tulungan ang mga estudyante na maintindihan pa ang lesson. So this kind of interactions leans on both the teachers and students' participation. But this type of strategy ay iba din sa lecture. Sa lecture kasi, the teacher is the chef source of information. Yes. Dito naman tayo sa art of questioning. So, not all questions are created equal. Yun nga, some answers talaga are answered by simply yes or no. And some questions din ay nag-challenge sa mga bata na mag-isip. So, as a teacher, asking the right questions will make us understand and malaman kung ano ang hindi alam ng bata, yung alam niya at yung dapat at kailangan na ma-learn niya. Asking questions daw ay considered an art. In this lesson, we will enumerate general ideas for your careful consideration when framing essential question. Yes, we have 5 and here's the first one. Avoid one-word response questions. So it says here to refrain from asking questions which only require a yes or no answer. So in general, yung mga questions that require ng one-word answer do not provide much information to check if your learner's thought process. Yung mga ganitong questions na yes or no lang ang response or one-word answer lang ang response ay pwede hindi ito ma-stretch, sabi nga nila, yung mental muscles of your learners kasi questions are posed to help students articulate themselves like clarify concepts, challenge known assumptions, examine reasons, and make significant connections to mathematical concepts. Moving on to foster a climate conducive to learning and questioning. Make sure that your learners feel comfortable to express his or her ideas and ask questions at any time. Meaning to say, some students are reluctant to speak up. Nag-hesitate sila kasi takot sila na kung ano ang maisip ng mga kaklaseng niya o ng teacher kung mali ang sagot nila. So dapat, as a teacher, listen attentively sa kung ano ang sinasabi ng estudyante mo. Kasi if your learners feels na nakikinig ka sa kanilang ideas, then a good working relationship with them will develop. Do not only focus on the correct answers na gusto mong marinig, but rather mag-focus ka doon sa gusto nilang sabihin o i-relay na sagot o ideas. At ito rin, i-avoid ang pagbigay ng challenging questions to those students na hindi nakikinig na para lang i-discipline sila. That is inappropriate. Challenging questions are posed to stimulate critical thinking, creating a classroom environment where learners feel heard and recognized. Dapat ganun yun. Third one is, my question, my answer is a no-no. Do not answer your own questions. Kung hindi ka nakakakuha enough ng responses sa iyong mga students, try rephrasing your questions. Huwag mong madaliin na magbigay o sumagot ang mga estudyante mo. Instead, bigyan mo sila ng time para mag-isip pa. So while waiting for their sagot, then give them some leading questions to help them level up their conceptual understanding. If yung estudyante mo ay hindi makasagot ng tama, ituloy-tuloy mo lang yung pakikinig sa kanila and clarify them if that's their answer. Thinking should be respected and valued even if the response contains many conceptions. Another one we have is frame questions that are accessible to all learners. Always remind your students that the question is for all members of the class. Try not to label the degree of difficulty of a question. I-avoid natin yung sinasabing, I expect na masasagutan nito ng mga magagaling kong learners. Give open-ended questions from time to time. Kasi yung mga sagot sa open-ended questions ay vary from person to person. Yung mga ganitong tipong questions ay nag-encourage ito sa mga learners natin na mag-isip since there are multiple answers to an open-ended questions. Moreover, this allows all types of learners na mag-contribute ng kanilang mga ideas sa discussion. Get ready to hear surprising answers from your learners. Sabi nga nila, students learn from us, we also learn from them. Last but not the least, learners should be active questioners too. Demand your students to ask questions dapat. Yung mga learners mo ay dapat din nilang i-practice ang mga question ng direct, hindi lang sa'yo, sa yung teacher, kundi rin sa kanyang mga classmates. You should also give other students the time to develop an answer to the questions that their classmates have asked. Keep in mind na sa discussion, you do not always provide a ready answer. So, sa classroom, you want the voices of your students at the center of the session. After marinig ang response ng isang estudyante, follow up by channeling it to another learner for feedback. Nag-i-encourage ito sa mga learners for further participation sa class. So I think that is all for my lesson. Thank you so much for listening.